BBC Television presents
Hancock
和财产安全，维护香港的繁荣稳定。
涉港的错误言论做出了回应。
You still listening to that Chinese television, Hancock? What Chinese television said?
行为践踏香港法治，破坏香港社会秩序，损害香港的行为践踏香。
That Chinese television program, Hancock. The one where they speak Chinese. Oh, that television program. Oh, you mean Zhongzhu Chanji Jian Shang Wang? Yes, I've been listening to it for a couple of weeks. I find it very relaxing and educational. What's it all about, Hancock? I don't find it relaxing. I can't understand a flaming word of it. It's because, Sid, as I've been finding out, you are a lackey of an imperialist capitalist state with no language skills to speak of. The product of a decadent education system. Was that meant to be a compliment, Hancock? Well, what are they saying then? I don't know, Sid. I don't speak Chinese. I just look at the pictures and it helps to keep me informed about what China has to offer. How on earth can it keep you informed if you can't understand it? To tell you the truth, Sid, I really don't know. It's osmosis, I think. I'm just soaking it up. My brain is like a sponge. Makes me feel warm all over, very relaxed, and I'm just in the zone. I might be learning a bit of Chinese for all you know.
港的根本利益是对一国两制底线的公然挑战，我们对此予以强烈抗议。
Have you seen this in the paper, Hancock? MI5 are worried about China. They think they're trying to take over. MI5 worried about China, said. The only China they're worried about is cups for their tea and plates to put their digestives on. That shower are a bunch of commie infiltrators. Seriously, Hancock, you want to give it a read? China gave us coronavirus and they're engaged in industrial espionage and cyber warfare. I don't believe a word of it. It's all commie propaganda. It's not what I've been told anyway. It was America that created the virus in a lab and then implanted them in cricket bats and released them in Wuhan when they went to play cricket there. You're getting it all wrong. Oh, they didn't? Who told you that load of rubbish? That's fake news. I must have read it somewhere. No, wait a minute, I heard it on TV. The BBC, I think. It's simple. The Chinese have developed a third way in politics and economics, Sid, and the Yankee reactionaries are running scared. So that's the BBC, or British Broadcast Conspiracy Company, is it? No, I'm not listening, Sid. You know what? I feel like doing something a bit different to help the community. I'm thinking about putting a G5 mobile phone mast in the front garden. The signal's not very good round here. Why on earth do you want to put a phone mast in the front garden, Hancock? I just thought it would also make a nice feature. We could grow Wisteria and clematis up it. Make number 21 jealous. Why don't you just put a trellis up or something? Well, you wouldn't get much of a signal off that, would you, Sid? Come on now, it's wood, not metal. Well, I suppose if we get a good mobile phone signal at last, it might be worth it. Yes, you can put your faith in the Chinese, Sid. I've contacted the Huawei company and they say the whole of East China, West Surrey and Beijing will get excellent coverage. How much are they paying you to do it? Nothing, old chap. It's my goodwill gesture to the people of China and Chim. Just do my bit, you know. China and Chim. Sounds good, doesn't it? We could be twins. Hello, eh? Could you and Kenneth come over? I'm having a problem with Hancock again. He's going potty about China. He's sounding a bit brainwashed.
That's ridiculous, Sid. I know Tony doesn't wash his socks often enough, but how on earth could they brainwash him?
I know it doesn't make much sense, that, but he keeps listening to this TV programme on his telly. It's in Chinese, and it seems to affect him. He's starting to collect pandas. He's a grown man, for God's sake.
There's nothing wrong with pandas, Sid. I like watching them on Chinese TV too. But we'll come over tomorrow anyway and have a chat about it. Oh, it's great to see you again. How's things going, Tony?
Everything's tickety-boo hats. I've just started my replica model of the Great Wall of China. It starts in the bath and then winds along the landing down the stairs, across the lounge into the kitchen and out onto the back patio and along the embankment. I've got as far as Epsom.
Sounds less like a model and more like the real thing to me. What's it made of?
I had some boxes of Lego lying around, so I've made use of them. I would have made it out of tiny clay bricks, but plastic will have to do.
You must show it to me sometime, the wall it is. No, wait a minute. I've got hundreds of more interesting things to do in my time, like making nuisance phone calls to people I don't like. You've really taken China to your heart, haven't you, Tony? Are you planning on taking a holiday there, perhaps?
I've more than taken it to my heart, Hat. I'm thinking about moving there. We could do a Chinese version of Hancock's Half Hour. It's a whopping new big market. Hancock's Bianshazi, it will be called.
Ooh, that sounds fun. What role would I be playing?
I'm not sure at the moment, Kenneth. I've got you penciled in as a simple half-wit who always gets things wrong and makes a mess of everything. In other words, exactly the same as you're doing here. You'll go down a bomb, don't worry. The daft Englishman, they'll call you.
Oh, drat, typecast. Oh, thanks very much. I don't know any Chinese. What's Chinese for stop messing about? If I can't say that, I'm not coming. It's binaural, Kenneth. Oh, that was very good at you. You could take over from me. Are you bilingual by any chance? So am I. Thanks, Kenneth. I've picked up a bit of Chinese recently. I've been listening to Zonggu Guanji Dianxi Wang.
Well, blow me down, Atty. So have I. I'm a regular. I like the cartoon.
Oh, you mean the ones where a little Chinese phone company, run by cuddly mascots, defeats the giant American corporation AT&T by using their mobile phones as ray guns?
Yes, that one, At. It's hilarious, isn't it? A bit bloodthirsty, but you get used to it after a while. Ha 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 ha. This is serious, Kenneth. I think that TV station they are both watching is brainwashing them.
Oh, good. Brainwashed, eh? He won't just be wet behind the ears from now on, then. Let Hancock go after China, and we can carry on doing the English version over here. I'll play the Hancock parts and Atties, and you can do what's it's. Sid's. Heavens above, what's that noise?
Yeah, look outside. Hancock's let them put a G5 mobile phone mast in the garden. It's always. Yeah, there's loads of Chinese workmen out here.
Cool, crikey, they're very efficient. Don't they work quickly? My God, they're very nearly finished. They're taking a break now. They're having something to eat. They look like they're eating that Italian dessert of sweetened cream thickened with gelatin. It's called panna cotta, I think. That's right, they must be the panna cotta army. Only joking. I'll see if I can get a signal now, shall I?
Nah, don't use your phone, Kenneth. In the papers, MI5 say they're spying on us. They'll be after your details.
They can have my name and they've already got my number, but that's it. Oh no, you don't think they'll find out I don't wear any underpants, do you? I wouldn't like that to leak out, amongst other things.
No, it's not those sort of leaks they're worried about, Ken.
I don't know about you, Sid, but I've got a sudden urge to set fire to the phone mast. Here, hold me down. It's calling me like the sirens. Tie me to the mast, quick, for God's sake.
Shut up, Ken. This isn't Jason and the Argo Nuts.
Tony has just rustled me up some Chinese food, boys. It was delicious, but I didn't know the Chinese ate ham, egg and chips, though. What's that buzzing noise?
That will be our new phone mast at 40,000 watts of Chinese power. It's same-day engineering. The Chinese government are technological wizards. They've erected the mast in 24 hours. Pity we haven't got this lot in charge of the country. We could go places. They'd know how to sort Bernard Cummings out, wouldn't they?
Well, while that's been happening, boys, Tony's been showing me his laboratory.
What laboratory at? The laboratory that you're doing experiments in? You haven't shown me, Hancock. I've hidden it up in the attic on purpose, Sid. I've been instructed to keep it away from the prying eyes of capitalist running dogs and the lackeys of the paper tigers. No offence and all that.
Wait a minute, what are you doing up there? I can hear some funny noises like squirrels scratching away.
Yes, I'm breeding squirrels, Ken. The Chinese government want to train our squirrels to plant little acorns in people's gardens.
Stop messing about. Why would they want to do that? What's in it for the squirrels?
Unsurprisingly, we use nuts as an incentive. For every acorn planted, the squirrel gets a peanut. They can't get enough of them, the greedy little blighters.
Oh, if they're honey roasted, you can give me a handful of acorns, I'll go out and plant them myself.
Are you sure the acorns are actually acorns, Hancock? I'll have to agree with you there, Sis. Some of them do look a bit like conkers, with spines sticking out of them. They ain't spines, they're probably aerials. You've probably got a listening device there.
I think you're going a bit paranoid, Sid. The Chinese are nice people, like you and Ken. Affable, adaptable, conscientious and polite. Oh, if you think that's a description of us, you're no judge of character then, are you?
By the way, chaps, me and Hats have just watched the latest episode of Chinese television. Are you two up to speed on the subject of super warriors? You tell me what a bloody super warrior is and I'll tell you if I'm up to speed or not. Well, Sid, a super warrior is a soldier who's part machine and part human. They've been genetically modified. They've got bulging muscles and have super strength.
You could be talking about me. Bulging muscles. Or you can invite some of them around for tea if you like.
Well, as a matter of fact, I already have. The Chinese government are sending a couple of dozen round as part of a cultural exchange programme. Well, who are you going to exchange these super warriors for, Hancock? Well, as it happens, I said that you two might be interested in going over there, doing a bit of sightseeing, you know. They'll give you a once-over in case you're spies, of course. Not on your Nelly, Hancock. It's the Chinese New Year of the Rat, and I can smell one. I think you've been brainwashed, Hancock. Brainwashed? Moi? What makes you think that, Sid? I think you've been watching too many spy thrillers. Who's been brainwashing me then?
You and Hattie have been watching Chinese TV and we've noticed some subtle changes in your behaviour. You're 10 times more stupid than usual for a start. I'm not stupid, Kenneth. That's rather unkind of you to say so. I'm sorry, Hat, but every second word you say is China. You're becoming obsessed. Before all this happened, every second word you used to say was Williams built up.
I'm sorry if you think I'm being stupid, but I find China a fascinating place. You could learn a lot from the Chinese, you two. They invented the TV, the motor car, the telephone, the computer, McDonald's and bagpipes.
Just ignore them, Tony. It's 6 o'clock. Time to tune in to Zhonggu Quanji Jianqi Wang again. I'm afraid we have to apologise to all our viewers. Our scheduled service has been changed due to the coronavirus, and for the foreseeable future, we will be broadcasting Camberwick Green instead.
This is Colley's Mill. Do you know who lives here? Yes, Windy Miller.
Windy Miller, sharper than a fawn, like a mouse he's grind.
Well, that was excellent, Hat, wasn't it? Windy Miller looks in great shape, doesn't he?
When's the next episode on? It's quite exciting, isn't it? I could watch it all day. Fascinating. Yes, Ken, my favourites are Fireman Pugh and Barney McGrew. Cuthbert Diggles. It's a lovely show. Why don't we use some of the characters in Hancock's half hour? You can be Fireman Dibble, Kenneth, and Sid, you can be Chippy Minton.
Yeah, I agree. It was a really good story. The Camberwick Green villagers having a domestic crisis involving an unwanted foam mast being built in the village. I wonder who thought that one up.